Short-run total costs consist of variable costs and fixed costs. Every A student and most B students in introductory economics learns that the short-run supply curve of a competitive firm is the short-run marginal cost curve above the shutdown point, the minimum point on the average variable cost curve. But that's because they haven't considered the possibility that not all fixed costs are sunk. Some fixed costs are avoidable. A small single-chef restaurant will be very busy on Friday and Saturday nights, but should it operate on Mondays? Variable costs include food and energy. Fixed costs include the monthly rent, the tables and chairs, and the daily salary for the chef. The first two are sunk, at least for this month, but the owner of the restaurant can avoid the fixed cost of the chef. That salary is the same regardless of how many meals she cooks, by only hiring her for busy nights. So, short-run total costs are best understood as equal to sunk fixed costs if the restaurant shuts down, and the sum of variable costs, non-sunk fixed costs, and sunk fixed costs if the restaurant operates. We need to add a new short-run cost curve to the set of strategic tools facing the firm. Average non-sunk cost. A profit-maximizing firm should first consider operating where its marginal revenue, price for a perfectly competitive firm, equals short-run marginal cost. Then check to see if price is at least covering its average non-sunk cost. It breaks even if price equals short-run average total cost, loses money if price falls below short-run average total cost, but should continue operating if, after covering its avoidable costs, there is some cash flow available to direct towards covering its sunk fixed costs, the costs it can't avoid. So now we should understand short-run supply as short-run marginal cost above average non-sunk cost, zero otherwise. Here we've taken care to note that short-run marginal cost goes through the minimum point on the short-run average total cost curve, average non-sunk cost curve, and average variable cost curve. When P falls below average non-sunk cost, then profit maximizing output jumps back to zero. If all fixed costs are sunk, then the only avoidable costs are variable, and our analysis returns to the familiar one from introductory economics. The shutdown point is the minimum point on the average variable cost curve because AVC is now the same as ANSC. If all fixed costs are avoidable, that is, ANSC is equal to SATC, then the break-even and shutdown points are the same. With this slight refinement to our understanding of the firm's solution to its short-run profit maximization problem, we can return to the traditional two-part diagram of short-run market equilibrium. The diagram on the left shows the typical firm's short-run supply curve in blue. If there were 1,000 identical firms in this market, then industry or market supply would just be 1,000 times each Q represented on the left. Price is the point where market supply and demand are equal, here at $6, and each firm produces just under 5 units. At that level of output, each firm is more than covering its average non-sunk cost, so operating is better than shutting down. But it is losing money, as represented by the red rectangle. Output times the difference between price and average total cost is a negative number. Let's work an example. The firm faces this short-run total cost function with 36 of the $100 in fixed costs sunk. To get short-run marginal costs, we take the derivative to Q plus 20. Short-run average total cost is just total cost divided by Q, so Q plus 20 plus 100 over Q. Average non-sunk cost is the portion of short-run total cost that is not sunk, so it's Q plus 20 plus 64, the avoidable or non-sunk fixed costs, divided by Q. And average variable cost is just the variable cost portion divided by Q, or Q plus 20. The firm would just break even where short-run marginal cost is equal to short-run average cost. So I'll set this equal to 2Q plus 20. And if we do the work here, the 20s cancel. I can subtract Q from both sides and multiply through by Q, and I get 100 is equal to Q squared, or Q is equal to 10. But the firm should continue to operate so long as P is greater than the shutdown point. That is, where short-run marginal cost is equal to average non-sunk cost. So I'm going to equate average non-sunk cost to my short-run marginal cost. And that gives me, again, the 20s cancel. And I subtract Q from both sides and multiply by Q, so I get 64 is equal to Q squared, or Q is equal to 8. This then is the short-run supply curve of the firm.